Hello YouTube, this is RascalRyan521 here, and welcome to my very much anticipated LEGO Lord of the Rings Middle-earth MOC video. And if I just zoom out from my LEGO sig fig onto the whole MOC, you can just see this thing is massive. This is the MOC that replaced my Hogwarts Castle MOC, and it turned out amazing. I've been working on this for about a year now. It's been completed for a couple months, but I've been making small modifications now and then. And I'm sorry it's been so long since I've been able, or so long since, I've had this completed that I've been, putting off the video. I just camera problems, technical difficulties and that kind of stuff. There's so much to show you. I'm going to just put out an estimate that by the end of this video, it's probably going to be at about 45 minutes, maybe a half hour. And it's going to be a long video, so sit back and enjoy all the details and all the hard work I've put into this MOC for the past, year, 11 months or so. So we're going to start in my favorite area of Middle-earth, the Shire. I kept this area at about 2 base plates wide. I probably should have made it a lot smaller, but you know what, the Shire is my favorite, like I said, it's my favorite area of all of Middle-earth, and I just wanted to make it, I just wanted to kind of, put a bunch of details into it, and make it as big as I can. So, as you can see over here, we have Bag End and Gandalf arrives. We've got Gandalf talking to Frodo over there, chatting it up. We've got a little mini Hobbit hole, just a little mini build I did one night. Looks pretty cool. And then the tree from the Harry Potter set. And then we've got, like I said, the Bag End set right here. I haven't really added much into it. Hang on. Come on, Rascal. Sorry. Rascal's whining at the door. I have added a couple little things in the set. I just added like a little plant right there, little, I don't know, just like a little fern, some type of detail thing. And then I have just a little key, because there's a scene in The Fellowship where Frodo hands over the key to Bag End over to the Sackville Bagginses. So I just kind of, put a little cool golden key in there, because I like that piece. Came in one of the Hogwarts sets, I believe. Just got some flowers, and got the scene from Bilbo's party right here with, all the foods on the table. Birthday cake, and then Bilbo holding the ring. He's kind of nervous because this is his big going away speech. As he's on the stage with the flag, and then my very poor representation of the fireworks tent. It's okay though. It's not great, but it works. You've got Farmer Maggot right there. Cool custom minifig and a little bench. Attack of the Warg set right here. Little scarecrow and more plants and a pig. You've got Buckleberry Ferry, I think is what it was called. The ferry they escaped the Nazgul at. We've got just a little, if you remember in my Hogwarts MOC, this little cave from Pirates of the Caribbean was actually, it was the cave with the Horcrux, but I changed it. I didn't really know what else to do with it, so I kind of turned it into Gollum's little cave, like one of the caves that he was staying in or something. Just got him, feeding off some fish. And then this right here, I have, it's just regular rock like that, and when you turn it around, it, reveals the ring. It's kind of a boring feature, but I didn't really know what else to do with it. Got some more dwarves. I think that's Bomber. I don't know his name. I don't know his name. I only know about half the dwarf names. Rascal, calm down. He's rolling around on the carpet and stuff. But we've just got a little gap in the hedges where they can leave Bag End and go on to the Barrow Downs. Scene only in the book, but I had to put it in here because it was just such an awesome scene. Frodo's kind of hiding behind the rock. There's a bunch of different rock structures and plants, and we have a Barrow-wight right there. Those of you that have read the book will be familiar with this scene. This bushes, and overgrown plants and stuff, so that's pretty cool. Over here we have the Old Forest. Very, very basic. I just put a couple of trees and plants. We got the scene with the trolls and the dwarves from The Hobbit, and this little thing right here does spin around, so you can You can cook your dwarf thoroughly. And then over here we've got a fan favorite character. Whoops, Tom Bombadil. Very cool guy right there. Over here we have Weathertop. Just Aragorn. I don't really have him chasing the Nazgul off because the Nazgul are somewhere else right now. But he's supposed to, you know, he's got the torch, he's chasing them down there. And that's just the set with a couple of pieces like that one right there and that one right there placed around it to kind of, you know, hold it in place. You know, like that. You can still, you know, just easily lift it out and then open it up that way, but it's kind of meant to stay in place. And then when we come out of the little gap right here, we have got, you know, same kind of design I did for this right over here. When we come out of the Barrow Downs in the Old Forest, we get to Bree. We've just got a little wizard and a little, some kind of little stand to sell foods and miscellaneous things that you would buy in Middle-earth. We've got pebbles and rocks and little wooden planks laying all around, and a little lamp sitting on that little thing right there. And then we've got Barlaman Butterbur. Had to change his face. I know his face kind of sucks, but I needed it for clay for my Sons of Anarchy custom minifigures, which you will see very soon. And right over here we have got the Prancing Pony. The little sign right there, you know, there would be a sticker on there, but I'm just not going to do that. Not going to take the time to do that because it looks fine as it is. And, you know, some lamps and pretty similar from when you saw it last. You know, just a little bar, and then the inn, which, you know, a bed, table, and a chair, and then a little nightstand. So that's that. Over here we've got a little cool scene with some Nazgul kind of riding to look for Frodo, find the ring. These two are obviously from the set, but this one is custom. Oops. I just took a, a black Lego body, and then a black Lego head and hood, and then I put one of the Dementor cloaks over it, because I didn't have any more of the Nazgul cloaks. And I had the horse, the extra horse from the gate of the Black Gate set. Sorry, I couldn't think of what it was called. Right here we've got Treebeard. He's fragile because, as you can see, he's like just wobbling right now, so I'm not going to pick him up. I'll probably do a separate video on him, but, you know, he turned out pretty cool. There's like the third version of him. I went through a lot of versions before, you know, before I finally got it right the way I want it. And he's got holding Pippin, and then Mary's kind of, if you'd focus, Mary's kind of, you know, just standing on his head, not really sitting. Their legs aren't posable because they're mini figures. Over here on this rock, we've got, or exiting Bree, over here on this rock, we've got a little branch sticking out, and this is an eagle's nest, where we have the creator. We have the creator eagle landing in the nest, who's supposed to be the king of the eagles. I can't remember what his name was. It was like Gwahir, or it started with a G, it had a W, H, and an A in it, or something like it was like Gwahir, or something I can't remember, but that's him, and then just two other eagles flying over Rivendell to kind of create a little bit of a peaceful, scenic thing right there. And then over here, in another one of my favorite areas, we've got we have Rivendell, where Elrond is. Got Elrond, Dumbledore, Gimli, and then we've got Gloin in the back right there, because as you know, he was present, even though he had a gray beard. And then we also have Arwen, and then my somewhat good attempt at the Misty Mountains. Not great, obviously, but I think they turned out okay. I think they look pretty cool, especially with all the layers. Look more realistic. And then this little gap in the Mines of Moria set, I thought kind of looked like a cool place to put a waterfall, because I really wanted to put a waterfall in here, because, you know, it's Rivendell, and want it to look, you know, more beautiful and more scenic, so it's got a waterfall, you know, water dripping out, and then kind of going into the mountains, into that lake right there. Over here, I'm going to have to do an overhead shot of this, because it's kind of hard to show you from this side. I can try. We've got the Goblin King area. As you can tell, Gandalf's confronting the Goblin King. Got some more goblins chasing after. That one might be Ori, or Dory, Nori, one of the three. I think they all three came in the set, so I don't really know who's who. And got another goblin guy right there chasing another dwarf. There's that, and the little funny scene I added. I have the goblins have captured Jar Jar and are planning on executing him for ruining the prequel trilogy. And then back here, I have the Riddles for the Ring scene. I don't have Bilbo back here because he's kind of in the Mirkwood Spider scene, but he would stand on that little stud right there if I had an extra one. So that's that, and then I've also got a little river area for Gollum to go across in his boat. Over here, I'm definitely have to do an aerial shot for this because it's just too hard. I can't get back here. But basically, this is the Mirkwood Forest back here, and I've got some trees. All the orange studs are supposed to be the leaves, because you remember the scene in the movie, it was like covered with orange autumn-colored leaves. So that's what that is. And then I've just got a couple spiders laying around. It's kind of hard to see. It was easier to see when this wasn't right up against the wall and it was in another area. But I've got a spider web attached there, and there's supposed to be like a little spider hanging down illusion effect right there. You can still kind of see it, but not very well. Got Bilbo right there. Kind of sneaky up on one of the spiders, one of the Mirkwood spiders. And then I don't have any dwarves in the trees right now. I probably should. They'll make the scene look a lot cooler. And then I've got one of my favorite Lego minifigures. I wanted to show him off. Bjorn, kind of on the edge of the forest right there. And then I've got oh god, I can't think of his name. The Elven Kingdom. I can't think of the Legolas's dad's name. But basically, this is his little kingdom right here. This little fortress, and here we got the scene where the barrows are being held. We've got Tariel and Legolas talking right here. Legolas is missing his hair because it's on Galadriel. But we're getting a Galadriel minifigure, so soon we'll be able to destroy that custom and give Legolas back his hair. We got some more dwarves guarding it. Elves. I've got these elven women from the minifigure series. Got a couple of them around because they go good with these. You got some guy getting drunk up there. Just got some more elves, and kind of did this little wraparound thing with the two sets, make like a little bit of like an oval-shaped base, almost. And then the king of the elves, like I said, I can't think of his name right now, but yeah. And then there's a little table in there and little jail cells. And then one of my favorite scenes, it's kind of hard to see, but I've got the barrel escape scene with two dwarves in there. I don't know their names, in the bigger barrels. And I've got a little orc, kind of, he's got his foot stuck in another one of the barrels, and that's kind of cool. You can also kind of see part of it out of the back of the Council of Elrond. Oh man, I wish I had some. My throat's really dry right now from all the talking I'm doing. I'll survive though. Over here at the beginning of the Mines of Moria, we've got the Watcher of the Water, and we've got his tentacles kind of coming out, and the tentacles are just, basic Lego tentacle pieces. And then the face for it is custom. I'll have to take it out to show you. This is kind of what his face looks like, his head sticking out of the water. It's not going to focus, but, it's pretty cool. Very simple design. And then I really like this over here. I kind of combine the two structures, put a 6-inch or a 6 stud gap in between. Put some base plates to connect the two. And you see those curved ones right there, they're going into the water. And then I put an arch above and kind of made this like the entrance, the door to Moria. In Moria, we've got the cave troll, got a couple of tan studs laying around, and then I've got Balin's tomb. It looks like this pillar fell over. Wasn't even supposed to. And then, crap. I just knocked over Treebeard, but one of the things saved him. So, then I've got Gimli down there, and then the well, where Pippin knocks over the skeleton. Fool of a took, that thing. And then the door with the axe, and over here, a little custom scene I made is the stairs of, or the Bridge of Casa Doom scene. I've got the long stairs that go up, you know, with the orc at the top. And then, if you remember, one of my favorite scenes in the movie was there's a part where the, where like all the orcs are chasing the Fellowship down the stairwell, and you know the music's kicking on, you know, the dun 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 dun, you know, that thing, and then like all of a sudden the stairs are crumbling behind them, and it's just really awesome. Well, to kind of recreate that famous scene, I made it so these stairs can kind of tip over like that. Not a great effect, but it works. I've got my custom Balrog right there. I'll probably do a custom separate video on him too. And he's facing off with Gandalf on the bridge. The bridge doesn't have a collapsing effect, but as you can tell, I do have some black tiles underneath to kind of symbolize the giant chasm below. And then I've got just some stairs leading down. You can see another Ent over there. And I'm going to go back around. Here's just kind of an overall shot of this big area. This is probably makes up about a third of the whole MOC. I'm just looking around. I don't think I forgot anything in this section. So if we move on, I've got an Ent right here. I'm going to move him. He's just the one from the set. You've all seen him before. I'm just going to set him down right over here. We'll get to Minas Tirith in a minute. Oh, you're going to be excited to see that. We got a little bit of a forest area. We've got, Haldir, I think is his name. In the books, he was actually one of the guards. Can't remember if it was the same in the movies, but in the books, Haldir was actually one of the guards at Lothlorien. I don't even think he was in the Battle of Helm's Deep in the books. He was kind of one of the elven guards, and just got a little bit of a flower bed, and a little white archway, and then I'm actually going to go around, because it'll probably be easier to see it. But over here we've got Galadriel and Celeborn. Oops. And then we've got Mirror of Galadriel with some fencing and a couple torches. So, Lothlorien's pretty basic. But it wasn't really a long scene in the movies, so I didn't spend a lot of time on it. But basically there's the entrance to Osgiliath right there, and then a little river. And then by the river, we've got one of their ferry boats with this. That's just kind of where I keep Sam's elven rope. He's kind of fighting Shelob, so I don't really have a spot for him to hold it. So I just kind of keep it in the boat. And then we've got the Argonath, the two giant statues. I believe one of them was of Isildur, and I can't remember who the other statue was of. But yeah, so that's those. Those turned out really cool. It's just kind of the look of them, the overall look that makes them just look really cool, really neat. In the back, we have Aemon Hen. You know what, actually, I'm going to go around to show you that, too. Aemon Hen with a little tree. And that's probably one of the worst customs of this whole set. I didn't really put much work into it. But, and then you've got Boromir fighting off Lurtz right before he dies. I'm just going to knock over Lurtz because I thought this was really cool. I found some kind of wood chipping piece on my floor one day, and I thought and I just got a great idea for it. So I went ahead and I did it. As you can tell, I have the little wood chip piece sticking out of Boromir's, the gap between his legs and his chest, to kind of symbolize like one of the arrows that pierced his skin. Because he got shot by like 4 arrows before he was down. And I just thought that looked really, really cool. Here, hang on, I'm just going to set the camera down. Sorry, I knocked something out of... I can't think of what it's called now, Rohan. But yeah, I think that just turned out really cool. Kind of a sad little joke right there, a little morbid joke, but... what the heck. We're going to go on next to Osgiliath. Sorry guys, I've been doing this. This is just about coming up at 20 minutes. It was kind of hard to remember all this stuff. But Osgiliath, we've got a little bit of an entrance right here. We've got, some more studs for minifigs to stand on. And, torches and the place is on fire. And Just a lot of ruins, like a couple archways right there, and then a window from like a former building, and then it's on fire and stuff, and a barrel, and orcs storming the city. It's just kind of, I think I just like the overall look of it, like the overall shape. So that's pretty cool. Actually, I'm going to cover this little lake area quickly right here before I go on to Helm's Deep, Minas Tirith, and those kind of areas. So you already saw Buckleberry Ferry and Gollum's Cave. I just have little rock islands and, you know, just different little plants and stuff in the water. I have a shark chasing a little surfer right there. Just a little funny scene. I've got an ice ninja kind of, you know, running across, you know, the water, you know, creating ice every time he steps on the water. And then over here, I'm going to move the Ent back since I've already shown you Lothlorien. Over here, we have got Lake Town. Now, Lake Town turned out really cool. I really like the look of it. Let's get started right away. It's pretty much just the set. I put a little random background guy right there. Just built him. Turned out pretty cool. I've got the I added a little bit of a dock piece right here to mimic the famous scene where Bard, spoiler alert, huge spoiler, cover yours, you don't want to hear it, where Bard shoots the arrow that hits Smaug's one weak point and takes him down. They're trying to make, I don't like what they're doing in the movie. They're making it some big prophecy, like, oh my god, the quilt says that, you know, the Bard was destined to kill Smaug, and it's all supposed to happen this way. Well, it wasn't like that in the book. In the book, he was just smart enough to know that that was, you know, Smaug's weak point. And, you know, it's just, I don't really like that they're doing that. Hang on one sec. Sorry, guys. Rascal likes to scratch his ears a lot, and he just shouldn't be because they get infected, and he gets ear infections really easily. But basically, yeah, I don't really like what they're doing with the movie. You know, basically they're making it so, you know, Bard, it's like this whole prophecy, when really in the book he was just smart enough to know not to do it. Or, I mean, smart enough to know to do it, you know, to shoot him there because, you know, he knew about it. We just got a little small dock I created over here, some wood planks, and, you know, some boards of, you know, wood floating in the water. Got the little boat right here. And then Keeley, because remember he was injured and he had to stay in Lake Town in the movie. And then the king of, or the mayor of the town, and then just a little guard, and just kind of an overall view of it. I think it looks pretty cool. The boat over here, I bought a bunch of Parts of the Caribbean minifigs from my friend, so I kind of created a little Parts of the Caribbean scene. So right here I've just got like Jack Sparrow being Jack Sparrow, you know, in some sort of weird, quirky danger. In this case, he's hanging from the front of a ship. Got Blackbeard over here, Jack fighting Barbossa. We've got a couple of Davy Jones' crew, Skeleton, Barbossa, this dude, and that chick. I can't remember their names. It's been a couple of years since I've seen the movies. Random crew member, and then the Umbar Pirate. He's like the only official Lord of the Rings minifig on this set. I wanted to put I could have put the ghosts in here, like the ghosts controlling the ship, but the ghosts are actually in another scene that we'll get to in a few minutes. I'm gonna go back to what's it called? Helm's Deep now. But basically, oh, sorry, Rascal, you gotta move. He's kind of like right in the area. I gotta stand. To show you guys this. Over here by Osgiliath, we've got Isildur trying to catch the ring before it falls in the water. And we've got the sword. Sword's just kind of laying by him, you know, like dropped it or something. My army of Uruk-hai isn't as intimidating as it was in the movie. But basically, that was like an army of 10,000 if I remember right in the movie. And it's only an army of 10 right here. We've got the 8 right there, and then just one more. And then the one leader kind of, you know, on the rock structure. You know, he's just kind of like commanding all of his men. And then the little ballista right there. We've got all sorts of men up here. Got a custom guy, two custom guys right there. One of them's just a regular soldier, and then one of them I actually made to be, actually, I can't remember his name, but in the Battle of Helm's Deep in the book, there was this older guy that served in the battle, and he was just kind of a cool character. I think he was like killing a bunch of orcs. Can't remember if he died in the battle or not, but I just decided to make him. It's just like, he's got regular armor with Ollivander's face, I think, from Harry Potter. And I've got random... He might have been the guy in the movie. I can't remember if it was the same guy, but they might have had a cameo in the movie. He might have been the old guy that shot the arrow. That may have supposed to have been him. I don't remember. But over here we just got Aragorn, Gimli, Legolas. I gave him hair. You can't really tell who he is, but that's actually supposed to be Éomer. And then just got another Rohan soldier right there. And then the interior of Helm's Deep, there isn't much. We've still got the bomb, the drain right here. We've got the water kind of flowing out the back. Got some bunk beds, some tiles, basically just to keep the base plates together. Over here we've got some target practice for the soldiers. Got some torches and some plants. Oh, that flag must have fallen from earlier. Got my famous mini kit that I had in my Hogwarts MOC put in here. And then nothing really over here, except for another plate to hold the base plates together. I haven't really changed much from the set. We have my little wizard from the stop motion I did, the alien invasion one. Just thought he'd look cool in here. We have got a couple of wargs, a warg pack with, what's his name? I can't even remember. It starts with a Y, I think. Came in the Attack of the Warg set, but he's kind of leading an orc pack. Over here we've got a little homage to the previous MOC that was here to make it look like, it's buried under everything. Those of you that are into Harry Potter will know what I'm talking about. I've missed the Hogwarts MOC too, so I just kind of wanted to, like I said, pay homage to it. Just put a little, side thing in there. That was cool. Over here, we've got my small, sad attempt at the, what are they called? The marshes, the dead marshes. Just overgrown plants everywhere. Just like a small little path of water. Not much, but it was kind of the best I could do. We've got an open area over here, and over here just a lot of open grass area. I'm trying to make room for the new Hobbit sets, which I was going to wait till the new Hobbit sets came out to do this video, but I know how much you guys want to see it, so I'll probably just do maybe an update once I get all those, and once I get them put in the MOC, which I probably am going to ask for a few of them for Christmas, because I probably won't be able to afford them all at the moment, and I know you guys don't want to wait till December or January to get them all, or to get the video, so... over here we're going to go over to Rohan. We just got some small, little wagon, a little guard, King Theoden, and a weapons rack, and some plants and some sand and whatnot, a little horse, and some water for the horse, and then the what's it called, the Golden Hall of Edoras right here, and nothing's really different about that. I still have the stage and couple torches in there, and no minifigs at the moment. We got Gandalf riding Shadowfax over to Rohan to warn King Theoden about Saruman and the orcs. We're going to go over to another one of my favorite areas. I kind of skipped earlier, I don't know why. But this is basically Isengard. And right here, we've just got some... just got, like a little railing, or not railing, sorry, a wall. We've got the entrance right there and a little more of the wall. Tower of Orthanc, you've seen it all. I've got Iron Man flying right there for no particular reason. I like the little funny things in my MOCs if you hadn't noticed. And then my sig fig at the top. And then I kind of added a little bit of detail to the base of Isengard. I put some, pits of fire, put 2 of them. And then my little, the area, you know, where they kind of, where they, they harden up the swords, they put them in the fire or whatever. Or, no, I think, actually, no, that's actually, they melt the metal so that way they can shape it into a sharper, into a sharper sword, I think. I don't really know how the forging of the swords works. And then just an anvil, and then the Orc Forge set. Got like a little wood stage or whatever, you know, like the giant, I don't really know what else to call them, that they had in the movie. I guess like a little bin of water, in case like any of the fires get out of control. Got the wizard battle set with Saruman, using his magic on Dumbledore, oh my god, I almost said Dumbledore. Gandalf, sorry. Gandalf could beat the crap out of Dumbledore any day, I just want to say that. And then we just like this little wall around Isengard, and then we got the dam right here, with some waves kind of cracking against it. And then just some more wood planks on the ground, to cover up like the fissures and whatnot that have opened up. Over here we've got the Battle of Pelennor Fields. We've got the Ghost Army charging into battle with some horses, and Aragorn and Gimli, and then the King of the Dead, and then 2 other soldiers. And I use these green pieces. I had a lot of those from the pick-a-brick wall, so I kind of stacked them up to make it look like ghosts flying into battle, because they were kind of like a green. Were like transparent green, if I remember right in the movie. Then we've got a giant fighting a knight over here, or not a giant, troll fighting a knight. We've got an orc using a ladder to climb up, with this guy kind of defending this wall, this guy defending this wall. You can't tell, but he's got a worried face. You kind of see it because he sees the Oliphant with a Haradrim soldier at the top, and then another one kind of at the bottom. Little side thing, I also have Legolas in they're taking the hobbits to Isengard scene. Just something funny I added. In Minas Tirith right here, we've just got this, you know, the main wall. We've got some giant double doors that do open, like so. So that's cool. Eowyn stabbing the Lich King, sorry, I don't even play World of Warcraft, I don't know where that came from. The Witch King. My dad used to play it, so maybe that's what got it in my head, I don't know. But she's basically stabbing the Witch King in the face. Some more torches off to the side, and a second wall with all those pieces to look like, you know, different buildings and whatnot. Kind of create illusion that there's buildings and different towers on the wall. And some more torches, and Denethor running off the tip of Minas Tirith. We've got the white tree, which I think looks really cool with the surrounding grass. Character from the books only. I don't think he was in the movie. If you've read the books, you'll know who he is. This is Baragond. He was one of the, I think he was one of the guards of the Citadel. Kind of befriended Pippin when he became one of the guards, and he was present at Aragorn's crowning and at the pyre where Denethor killed himself. Which in the movie, it's actually, or in the book, it's a lot more gruesome. He doesn't run off the tip. He basically just sets himself on fire, and kind of locks he basically sets himself on fire, and then the main characters just leave and, you know, let his body burn. So it's a little more gruesome in the book. But now we also have Faramir over here with a couple more archways and the illusion of more buildings on the surrounding wall. In the Citadel, it's kind of hard to see. But I do have the little, if I move the white tree, I do have the little pyre in there for Faramir. Remember when they thought he was almost dead? Or when they thought he was dead? Well, actually, no. Denethor, they knew he wasn't dead, but Denethor was just being his regular self, and he wanted to die with his son, so he was just going to kill them both. But he was kind of like the main citadel right here. Got a golden flag, and then I remember there's like a surrounding tower at the side, so that's just what that is supposed to be. We've already seen Osgiliath. There is an interior. It's going to be really hard to show you guys. I'll do my best. You can kind of see it. There's the seat, the giant seat for the king, the throne, and then the small chair for Denethor. You've got a book that's supposed to resemble, if you remember, Gandalf says he was looking through the libraries of Minas Tirith. Well, I didn't have room to put a giant bookcase, so I just put like a little mini shelf with one book. There's a little weapons rack, and then a couple torches, and then the seat where Denethor was eating when Pippin started singing the song. Not really much to the interior. I kind of had to brush through that because there wasn't really much to show, and my hand was getting sweaty, so the camera was about to fall out of it. So let's see, what else is there to show? Let's go on to Erebor now. Down here, this is my poor attempt. I was gonna do something, with like this, with the secret entrance into Erebor. I never got around to it, so I just kind of put that there to resemble it. I know it sucks, but over here we've got Bilbo sneaking into Smaug's lair. This is what I do to resemble the gold. Just stack a bunch of yellow studs on top, or a bunch of yellow bricks on top of each other in no specific pattern, and then maybe put a couple gold studs on top. Just works to resemble gold. Then the Arkenstone, and then little brick-built Smaug right here. Obviously not even close to his actual size, but this set will also be taken down, this little mini MOC right here, once that we get the new King Under the Mountain set that's coming out next month. Up here we've got Thorin on his throne, with a little rack for his weapons. And then we've got, I think that's Feely. And then at the top right here we've got my favorite dwarf of them all, probably Balin, just because he was kind of the wisest and the one that treated Bilbo the best. And, we've got like a little pickaxe and a barrel, because remember they did a lot of mining, obviously, they're dwarves. And I did this little castle effect, with like the one stud things, to make room for the archers. Then a little rock little thing right here and some sort of little main, I don't really know what you call it, just some sort of, decoration thing. So, okay, I've showed you everything back there. I've shown you Minas Tirith. There's a kind of an aerial look at it because it just looks really cool, kind of from afar. All that there is left to show, I have Shelob's Lair, Mordor, Minas Morgul, and Dol Guldur. Let's show you Dol Guldur really quickly. We've got Dol Guldur over here. Once again, same with a lot of the sets in here. I just kind of put these pieces here, just to kind of keep it in place. Same with the skull. It's kind of another thing, keeps them going back and forth. Basically, I've got Gandalf and then a couple of dwarves coming out of the shadows. The Necromancer back there, who I think looks like a character from the Planet of the Apes. Got some more dwarves, or orcs, sorry. Like I said, it's kind of hard to keep track of all this stuff when you gotta say it all within like 40 minutes. Some more orcs and whatnot charging into battle, and then we've got Radagast the Brown coming to aid Gandalf. And then we have, what's his name? Oh, man, Azog. Probably one of my favorite minifigs of all time. Him, Homer Simpson, and Bjorn may be like my top three. Those are like probably the three coolest minifigs I own. I love all of them. So that's that. And then, we just got the random structures, and you've seen it all from the set. And then back here I just put like a little bit of a forest area for Radagast to kind of come out of, because he's kind of he lives in the forest and the woods and whatnot. So over here at Minas Morgul, we've got the orcs charging out of the bridge, out of the giant structure, and we've got the light shooting up in the air. And I just think this area looks really cool. It's got the green glowing effect like it did in the movie. And then, little spikes kind of sticking out like right there to look more menacing, on the sides. And then, no really doorway, but, it's okay. I don't really have anything on the interior. Like, seriously, I got nothing. I think I've got like I've got like a weapon rack with like 2 spears, but that's about it. So I'm not even going to bother showing you the interior of that. But, like I said, the long bridge, which they are, yes, walking on minifigure platforms. We got a little campsite for Frodo and Sam. If you guys can probably guess, this is a cool little detail I added. That's supposed to be the bread that Frodo, or that Gollum threw, remember, to kind of make Sam think, or to make Frodo think that, Sam was betraying him and stealing all the food. Seeing that was only in the movies, but it was very well done. So, I just kind of put that in there for that little, to resemble that little scene. We just got like a small little rock border around Shelob's lair. And then in Shelob's lair, as you can tell, we've got, if you guys have dryers and, washing machines at home, you probably have that little piece of fabric that you would throw into the dryer every time you run it, and it kind of catches the lint out of the clothes. Well, I had one of those. I saw it kind of sitting there. I was doing, my dad was doing the laundry, and I took it, and I was like, I wonder. So I took it, and I ripped it in little pieces, and I put it in the lair, Shelob's lair, and it looks really cool. It resembles this cool webbing effect, and it's all around there. Some of that's kind of hard to tell because Shelob's there, so you can't really see underneath her, but yeah, it just gave it a cool effect, and I like it. You got a couple web strands hanging from there, and another one kind of going under Shelob right there. You've got, just some of these tan pieces to resemble, like, rocks and whatnot. Sam fighting Shelob with Sting and the Phial of Galadriel. We've got two of these little things, which are supposed to be like little sacks, that Shelob is wrapped her prey in. There's another one right here. And then I put this little catapult because it's kind of part of Mordor. So just put a little battle catapult right there. There's kind of more of the rock border around it. There's Gandalf again. And I've got the exit to Mordor right here out of Shelob's cave. And you still do have the flanking Gollum effect right there. You can do it. It's probably not very useful though. It'd probably just fling them across the bridge. But, I've just got bones and stuff and whatnot here, and then Frodo wrapped up in the webbing, so that looks pretty cool. And then a little more of a rock border that kind of divides, Mordor from, what's it called? The rock border that divides Mordor from Rohan. And finally, the last section of Middle-earth, Mordor, the coolest section, or one of the coolest. Over here, we basically have, I bought a Castle Battle Pack, and I bought a bunch of the Knight minifigs from the minifigure series, and I basically kind of use those as my little Gondorian army. So I've got them kind of following Aragorn into battle. And Aragorn, I gave that weird-looking sword. It may look kind of dull, but it was shiny. So I kind of figured I'd use it as Anduin or something. Andurin. So I can't remember what the name of the sword is. I'm sorry. But I've just got base plates around to resemble rocks, and I just put like little plants around. If you hadn't noticed that before, just kind of give it more feeling, more detail. Then I've got a little catapult right there, and then some more, like torches and whatnot from the warg set around. And then I put the little armor over there, the armor that Sam and Frodo used to sneak into Mordor. We've got another orc right there, kind of guarding Mount Doom. And then I have got another orc over here with that cool helmet I got from my friend. In our big Lego trade. Like seriously, I bought like $100 worth of Legos from him. But I got a lot of nice pieces. It was definitely well spent. And I got 2 sets too. 2 big Star Wars sets that I might do reviews on. And then I've got the Mouth of Sauron, another super awesome minifigure that I love. So that's pretty cool, and Aragorn's going up to confront him. And then here's the gate or the Black Gate of Mordor, and it just looks pretty cool. The same as the set. We've got the Eye of Sauron. As you can tell, I've made it a lot taller, and there's a kind of a feature that you can use it for, something you can do, but I'm not gonna do it until after I get done showing you Mordor. But basically, I have like a little black border around here to kind of divide the plant area from the desert area of Mordor. That's just the backing pieces for the horses. If you want to take the saddles off, I just kind of keep them back there. Got my brick-built Sauron. I'll probably do a custom or a separate video on him too. Just got more rocks and whatnot laying around. I took all the tiles out of here because I thought it looked really stupid. Like, you know, if Mordor's supposed to be this really rocky place, why would the behind the gate be all tiled and everything? I just thought it looked kind of stupid, so I took all those out. And the Eye of Sauron, the interior is pretty much the same. Just, you know, a torch, a bone, and a barrel. And it just goes up and up and up to reveal the eye that's watching you. Just more to the back of Mordor. And then try and get in here. Here's basically the inside of Mount Doom. Same as I think as when you last saw it. And basically, you know, you got all the fire down here. Got a little lava dripping down. Some more torches. You know, a little more fire flaming out from the side. Frodo being conflicted about throwing the ring in. I kind of fixed up the interior. I made the bridge a little smaller. And then at the top, there's still the area for some minifigure to stand. And then I put my glow-in-the-dark brick, my light-up brick, sorry, from my Harry Potter Privet Drive set. I put it in here to kind of, you know, so when the lights are off. Not going to take the time to turn the lights off now, but basically in the dark it looks pretty cool. You know, just kind of shines and looks neat. So yeah, that's that. And then I took apart my Sauron minifig because I had a brick-built Sauron. But I just liked the Sauron minifig so much, like the way the helmet looked. It just looked really cool. So I kind of kept the helmet, put it on a stand, and put it back here as like a little shrine for Sauron or something that the orcs made. I don't know why. Like I said, I just really like the look of that whole, the mask for that minifigure just looks really cool. So that's why I decided to, you know, I just wanted to keep it. I didn't want to destroy that part. But yeah, I think I've shown you just about everything. So, you know, here's an aerial view of Mordor. I like to give you guys aerial views of all it in case I forgot anything. But basically, the feature I was going to show you with the Eye of Sauron, got this little thing right here. I know the tower kind of imploded, like in a way, like it just, you know, from the inside it started falling, and then the eye exploded, and that created a giant explosion. But I kind of put just a little feature on where when you press this down, the eye basically goes flying. It's probably going to land on all of the men. I'm going to have to reset them up, but I don't care. So that's that, and then, oh, it actually didn't. Yeah, I just kind of land. Sometimes the two, like these pieces right here, will break off, but no big deal. It's not a great function, but I think it's cool. It's manageable. Oh, it knocked over, killed the mouth of Sauron. But yeah, I think I've literally shown you guys everything, and holy crap, just about a 50-minute video. But I know how much you guys wanted to see this video. Oh hey, I just recognized something, I forgot. I also have a little beacon tower back here. It was just a random guy lighting it. I like the look of that beacon, so it's just kind of sitting on a little structure right there. Just realized I forgot to show you guys it, so yeah, just want to show you that. Anyway, back on topic. Basically, I know you guys have wanted to see this for a long time. It's been about a year since I announced this project, and I just think it turned out awesome. So much work has gone into it, so much time, and all the support you guys have given me just really helps me. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Please like it, share it, do whatever you can. I want this to become one of my new most viewed videos. My Hogwarts and my Battle for Hogwarts MOCs are like my two most viewed videos on YouTube, so I want to get this right up there with them. Because I think this MOC actually looks a lot better than those two. Just overall, I think, from like a distance. Like if I go back here, it just looks really cool. But anyway, like I said, guys, thanks for taking the time to watch this. I really appreciate it. And yeah, wow, can't believe I finally did the video. So thanks for sticking with me for this long and for being so patient. So comment, rate, subscribe, and see you later, guys. Bye.